My name is David Berg, and I'm a four-star master distributor and also a retired corporate technology executive. I retired about 5 years ago and been very active in network marketing since that time. What I want to talk about today is business success for network marketing. But before we get into that, let's talk about what network marketing is. Here's some global business data from 2011. Network marketing is $154 billion in revenue with 91 million distributors. It's big business. In the last 5 years, the average growth was 35% and still growing. In the US alone, 30 billion in revenue, 17 million distributors. And that's with about 200 million US adults. So let's see how that compares. Here's AT&T, a big global company. Its last year's revenue was 125 billion. That falls short of the 154 billion in 2011 for network marketing. Let's take a look at some sport teams in the US. The NFL revenue $10 billion, the NBA revenue $5 billion. Put those two together and still half of what the network marketing revenue is for the USA. So let's take a look at around the world. We've divided it into 4 regions. Asia Pacific is the biggest with $55 billion in revenue. Then comes US and Canada with $51 billion in revenue, a close second. Then Latin America with $24 billion in revenue. And Europe, Africa, and Middle East with $23 billion in revenue. So you can see how it's divided up. Asia Pacific and the US and Canada represent the majority and about equal shares, in Latin America and Europe the other piece, and about in equal shares. But here's another interesting fact. Today, that means today, there is approximately 36% of the U.S. adults have no job, and that figure is higher than it's been in decades. That's for a variety of reasons. And what we have here is an opportunity to help some of these 36% of the U.S. adults without jobs. So, why network marketing? So here's my view. Here's what I think the benefits are of network marketing. The first and the biggest to me is you're making a contribution to improve somebody else's life. And how are you doing that? You're doing that with health, wealth, and happiness. Freedom. You're giving them something that they probably can't get in what they're doing. And that gives you a good feeling. The second, and probably as big a benefit, is when you connect with network marketing and network marketing company, you join a learning society. Leadership mentoring. You're mentored in leadership. And then you become a leadership mentor. And all the time you earn as you learn in your spare time. Big, huge benefit. The third benefit I see is the leverage residual income. You know, the leverage model, and most people think this is the big benefit of network marketing. You know, you get help from others to build it. And, you know, it is pretty big and it's pretty recognizable, so this is kind of cool. The fourth benefit is income tax benefit. It can be significant. You write off all your business expenses, including travel. So let's take a look at the power of residual income. This little table here shows how much money a month you want to make. That's the income part, 500,000, 5,000, or 2,000. And if you're just getting that from interest, and it would go all your life, you would need, at 2.5% interest, you'd need this money in the bank. 240,000 for 500, 480,000 for 1,000, you know, in millions. Once you get over to multiple thousands, right? So, and you know, it's pretty hard to get 2.5% right now as well. But that would be residual income. So if you have a lot of money, a lot of millions of dollars, this is cool. You're going to get money in every month. And at the end, you'll still have the money you have because you're not depleting your money. Of course, another way you can do it is just, you know, work extra hours. If you want to make $500 a month, you can work 25 extra hours a month. At $20 an hour, to give you $500. If you want to do 1,000, you know, 550 extra hours. Well, of course, now a regular month is 176 hours. So, you know, and by the way, that's not residual income. That's just working for hours by hours. So let's now go to the network marketing residual earning model. What I have here is I have the number of people in a group that are spending $200 a month on products and that meet the requirement of the monthly income. So if you wanted to make $500 a month, you need a group of 24. And you can make $500 a month. You don't need $240,000 in the bank. You don't need to work 25 extra hours. You just need 24 people buying $200 a month. Now, that's kind of cool. Well, would you like $1,000 a month? How about kicking that up to 39 people? Now, when I'm talking about this is specifically the comp plan of the company that I've been with and I represent. We're not going to talk about that today, but their comp plan is one of the most generous, if not the best in the industry. And you could calculate this for any company, but I'm putting down mine since I know that, right? So let's take a look here. What's in this is really cool, for if you had 1,000 people, sounds really big. 1,000 people, 250 people, 39 people sounds easy. But if you had 39 people, and you had some people helping you, pretty soon you got 250 people, and then some people there helping you, pretty soon you got 1,000 people, and it kind of grows on you. So I'd like to look at the $1,000 one, 39 people. I mean, that seems achievable. How would you do that? Well, let's say you wanted to do that. So here you are, wanting to get going with the 39 people. So what you do, simply, this is what we say to do, is you find 3 other people who want to do the same thing, want to spend $200 a month, and they want to do the same thing. They're like $1,000 a month. And then you help those 3 get 3, and then those 3, you help them get 3. You got 39 people. And with that group of 39 people spending $200 a month, you're making $1,000 a month. Now, you compare that to any other way you want to do it. You say, there's a big benefit here. Residual income's kind of cool. This is called a 3x3x3. Well, if you wanted to earn more than that 3x3x3, then you go to a 4x4x4 or a 5x5x5. But we start with a 3x3x3. 3x3x3, power of residual income. So there's 3 big questions that you've had to answer to decide that you want to do network marketing. And this is going to help you understand how to do it successfully. The first big question you had to answer is this an opportunity, and how big is the opportunity? The bigger the opportunity, the more excited you get, the more passion you get, the more reasons you want to do it. The second question you ask, well, is it worth it? And another way to say that is, what is my cost? What is my cost in time? What is my cost in money? With all that stuff, right? Then the third question you have to ask is, can I do it? Maybe someone can do it, but I'm not sure I can do it. Could be a big opportunity and not a lot of cost, but I'm not sure I can do it. So if you look at this little fraction over here, and you put how big the opportunity is on top in some sort of number, and you put my cost on the bottom in some sort of number, what happens is the bigger gets bigger and the cost gets smaller, the can-do gets easier, right? But the can-do is not even hard to start with. So let me talk about the components of success. There's really 2 components to be successful in the business of network marketing. One you can't see. This is an iceberg, right, if you can figure that out. One you can't see and the other can see. And the most important components of success are those you can't see. All right, so what is it you can't see? Well, you can't see why a person is doing network marketing. You can't see, it's hard to see their passion about it. It's hard to see what they want. And it's hard to see their skills. But the thing that's easy to see is the how-to, right? But that's not as important as the why and the passion. You need this in order to be successful. Once you have that, we can teach you this. The how-to is simple. In fact, I'm going to talk a little bit about it in a minute. And we can teach you the skills. We can do all that. So then let's understand network marketing a little bit. And I want to make the analogy of playing baseball. Everybody knows what baseball is. It's the baseball diamond, right? You go from first to second to third and home. You get the point when you get home. You don't get any point on first, second, or third, but you have to pass first, second, and third. So if you make the comparison in network marketing, what you have to do to get on base is you have to get a prospect to attend an event. That's it. If you get them, then you're on first base. Now that's kind of cool. How do you get them to second, to third, and home? Well, to get them to second, you let an expert help you do a 3-way call. Once they complete the 3-way call, they're on second base. How to get them to third base? Well, thinking they still have some interest, you then schedule them to some sort of event, a live event. We'll talk about that a little bit. And then they enroll, and you're home. So that's kind of the process. So what is the first event? What is getting them on first base? By the way, if you don't get on first base, you can't get on any other bases. So, excuse me, it could be a hotel meeting, 60 minutes or so, and maybe some business training. Could be a home meeting. Could be a scheduled webinar. Or could be a video on a smartphone or PC. A 6 to 12 minute kind of an opportunity overview. So if you look at this, the most convenient goes up. So the very most convenient is the video. They can look at it anytime they want. The least convenient is a scheduled hotel meeting. But maybe the most effective is the scheduled hotel meeting because they're committed, they come, you can spend a bunch of time, you got some people to talk about it, etc. So what we've been doing is saying, hey, since it's a new distributor, let's make it easy. Let's make it so that they invite to the easiest, most convenient event, which is a video on the smartphone or PC, a short video, 6 to 12 minutes. And then we can tell from there, if there's interest. We don't really encourage a new person to do any of the other things, although you can. Not saying yeah. So when you get to second base, I said it's a three-way call. Why do we want to do a three-way call? So you have the potential partner, you see in the upper right-hand corner, you have you and then the team expert. So why do it? Well, it makes it a team event. You don't do it alone. Because you may be new yourself and the potential partner is new, but the team expert has years of experience. Use the expertise and experience of that team expert. 3, the team expert brings third-party endorsement, which means credibility. And 4th, the enrollment success is significantly higher when you take them to second base with a three-way call. And the other interesting thing is the potential partner begins to see how this process is done. He's learning about what they have to do in this experience. He's now thinking, or he or she is thinking, well, if I could be you, then I would bring a potential partner, and I see that the team expert is very helpful, and I'm learning. And I'm earning at the same time. Well, what's the third base event? Third base event generally is got a little more choices, but it's a learn more event for them. You learn more about the company, the team, the products, the comp plan, the processes. The potential partner generally completes this by themselves with material, with videos, with audios, whatever. You say to them, hey, or her, go here and do this. And then we do a live event. The live event is either in person or you Skype or you do another three-way, answer questions, and the objective here is to enroll. And or you might want to do a scheduled webinar. It's almost live, and then you'd hook back up to learn more in the live event. So once this completed, the goal being enrollment. You're at home base. So at your home base, what do? You complete the enrollment. You buy at least $200 worth of products, and you schedule a $200 auto purchase. And you get connected with team communications. A team is really important here. You can't do this very well all by yourself. Then we schedule personal training, 90-minute systems and process training, and then we start the skills training. We have 30 minutes of skills training every day, Monday through Friday, of the basic skills to be successful in network marketing. We help you complete the 48-hour training. It's a 45 to 50-minute development personal plan. You set goals, and the goal really is to enroll 3 to complete your return on investment, and then it goes up the line to $1,000. And then you start inviting for first base. Schedule your spare time to have business open as much as possible. The goal here is get excited, get going. So what's our business mission? It's really simple: to educate, inform, and empower. Now, our business owners have had this mission for 30 years: educate, inform, empower. Once we educate, once we inform, we empower them to get connected, to improve their lives. This is the kind of fun part, the business mission. So, what is the new distributor's role in this? In the mission? Well, the new distributors, we want the new distributor to be the messenger, not the message, not the message. So, how do we do that? We want the new distributor to invite the potential partner an invitation to learn. And you could say it another way: come and see. come and see. I have something exciting I want to show you. Please come and see. It won't take long. Go here, do this. That's the objective. So inviting to a learning event is what you have to learn right away to be successful. So let's talk about it. There's 3 components that you need to have combined together to guarantee success. What is success again? Is inviting a potential partner to an event and they attend the event. That's now you're on first base, right? Okay, the first is the strength of the relationship. The stronger the relationship, the easier it is to get a person to go to a learning event, whatever the event is. The second component is the strength of your passion. The more passion you have and the more passion you show, the stronger the person feels that they should look at this because of the strength of the event and the passion. The third item is equally important, is the degree of curiosity. The higher the degree of curiosity, the more curious they are, and you combine all 3 of them together. If you do all 3 really well, I can almost guarantee that they're going to attend the event and they're going to look at it. Now, that doesn't mean that they're going to enroll. It just means they're going to go look at it. And again, what is our mission? Educate, inform, and then they make the decision to decide to empower themselves. So let's look at this a little bit more. Once you do all this, you're driving success, and then they attend. So, excuse me, strength of the relationship. It's easy. The warm market has the strongest relationship. So why wouldn't you go do anything but focus on the warm market? Exactly. In average warm market, a person knows about 250 people. Now, they're not all the same strength, but they know about 250 people. So make you a list of the people you know. At least 100. Cold market needs to be made warm with relationship. So don't go after the cold market. It won't work because you got to take it from cold to warm. You have to develop the strength of the relationship. It's really important. The second is the strength of your passion. You have to develop your passion. And how do you do that? It's the feeling of greatness of the opportunity. You have to have the feeling of greatness of the opportunity, from your own learning and from your own testimony and from team members. That's the reason you have to stay connected. You have to have this feeling inside of you that you're doing something good. And the passion and emotion must be delivered with the words of your invitation. With the words of your invitation. Okay, the next is the degree of curiosity. You develop your invitation using curiosity. Now, you review it with your upline expert. Practice it over and over again. Stick to your memorized script. Deliver it with passion and emotion. More is less. We tend to want to say too much. So please use the duct tape that's provided. Yes. So, successful inviting to an event. The strength of your passion is felt from your voice, not from text or emails or chats. The degree of curiosity, it depends on your words. And the strength of your relation is based on trust. So how do you make sure that you get all 3 in the invitation? I think there's only one way. It's called a phone. Because the phone, you have your voice to deliver your emotion and your passion. You have the words to be delivered, and then you've built a relationship. You're in your warm market. So the phone is key to your success. And they attend the event. Big deal. Voice, words, and trust. And the only mechanism, except if you're in person, to deliver those is the phone, not a computer. So the focus for new distributors is pretty simple. Make you a list of at least 100 names. Learn how to invite to the event, and then just start inviting with expert help. The goal is to get the first 3 enrolled. I don't think very hard. Cool. Get you going, get them going. So let's review the benefits again for me. I said you improve others' lives and freedom, and it makes me feel good. You're part of a learning society. I love to learn, and I love to help others learn. You get a benefit of residual income, and that's kind of cool as well. Every month a check. You then get benefits of income tax right off all your expenses. Yes, the benefits for me. you have to look at it and say, well, what would be the benefits for you? Some of these are other benefits that you might have. So here we are. The how-to is pretty simple. Make a list, learn how to invite, start inviting. So that's what I had to say. I appreciate you listening, taking the opportunity, and I appreciate the opportunity to share my experience with you, and I wish you success. This process works very well, and that's why I wanted to make sure that you all understood. And assuming that you're a new distributor, I'm happy to have you work with me. There's my contact information, my telephone number, my email address, and my Facebook name. So with that, I say thank you very much for attending and listening. Good luck and God bless.